Can you hear me now? All right, good. All right. If you have a question, type it in the chat. Make sure you check the chat for announcements. Always scroll all the way up for any announcements. Click the raise hand button if you have a question. See Sarah and Braylon checking their notes. I like that. Yeah. You finish early, make sure you put your do now in the middle so that during the exit ticket I can collect them. Click the user. All right, Braylon, thank you so much for your patience. I'm about to break. Okay. I got Abria, Emmett, Sean, Edison. I have the Mayan. Zari. Got her for online for math. Samir. Got Samir. Okay. Hello? Hello? Whatever. Okay, that works. Whatever. Got 40 seconds. Make sure your head's up. You're not sleeping. I think we're You have 3 seconds to have your do now in the middle face down so you don't work on it. Have your notebook open. You should have the child face lesson 62 and the I can statement. That's on both sides of the board. Depending on where you are, so better you can see it. Don't copy down the 5th graders because you're not 5th grade anymore. Anyway. I can say for this, I can classify triangles. Class, say it with me. I can classify triangles. Right. Today will be a lot of writing because that's what usually geometry is. It's a lot of writing. Wait, you guys have to do proofs. That was my least favorite thing. But today will be a lot of talking about what really is a triangle. With a strong silent hand, who can go onto the whiteboard and draw what a triangle looks like? Go ahead, Uriah. Can you draw what a triangle looks like? Thank you so much. Nod your head if you agree. That's what a triangle looks like. With a strong silent hand, how many degrees are inside of a triangle? Because yesterday we were working with square, or last week we were working with squares. We had 360 inside. So if you have a triangle, Uriah, have a seat. How many degrees do you think is inside of a triangle? Braylon?
190.
Not 190. You're close though. Taylor?
210.
Not 210. Natalie? Give you a payment for that. Actually, I'm going to give you 8 payments for that because you got that right. So 180 degrees is the total, make sure you got that in your notes, degrees inside a triangle. That will be very helpful for you. Oh, that's not Natalie. All right, moving on. So make sure you got that in your head all the time. We're going to skip this. Skip this for today. I think I'm going to try seeing what it's like to skip that. Last year we did that. All right. Example 1. Who can read that for the class? Thank you, Destiny. Nice and loud.
Oh, name the side of a triangle in order from shortest to the longest.
All right. So we got to figure out which side of that triangle is short, which one's in the middle, and which one is the longest. For this first one, we're going to just going to show you what the book has to say. So the sum of the measure of 3 angles is 180 degrees. We just talked about that. Let's break this down a little bit more. I'm sorry. But first, I want you to copy down the triangle. Then the sum of a measure of 3 angles is 180 degrees. So the measure of W is 59 degrees. Since W is smaller than 3 angles, the side opposition, which is XY, is the shortest side. The next angle in order of the size is so that YW is the second longest side. The largest angle is Y, so WX is the longest side. So the sides in order are, oh wait, how do they figure out that W is 59? How do they figure out that W is 59? How in the world did they figure out 59? Cherish? A little bit louder. I don't think it's just because they're cutting down 1. Taylor? Right. So step 1, you gotta find the missing side or missing angle. Okay. That's the symbol for angle. In order to do that, first, you have to add 61 plus 60. What does that get you? Norris?
It gives you 120.
Correct. Second, you have to subtract 121 from 180, which gives you London? 59. Oh no, we're in a room. So that means that, so third, write your answer like this. W, oh shoot, gotta do the right symbols. Angle W equals 59 degrees. All right, and step 2 is put them in order. Put in order. There's really 2 steps. You got to find the missing and then put it in order. And this is what the order will look like. X, Y, Y, W, W, X. Now, class, why is XY the shortest? Gotta make sure this is super clear. Because this is where it gets a little confusing. I think someone even said it was confusing. A little hush whisper. Lawrence?
Because they both aren't as high as YW or YX.
Well, why? Because if you look at XY, it's got 6 degrees, 61 degrees. But why is it the shortest? Josiah?
The whole triangle is right.
Sort of. Taylor, last attempt.
And you.
So if you look right here, boys and girls, it's based off of what angle is it facing. So if you look at 59, it faces XY. That's why XY is shortest. YW, if you look at YW, what's straight across from it? What degrees? Amaya, what degrees is across from YW? Right, and then Braylon, why is, which line does 61 degrees face? W and? Right. So boys and girls, when you find the lengths and you put them in order, it is the line that has the degrees, that's the shortest, is right across from it. I feel like there's a better way to say that. Anyone got a better way to say it? Taylor?
Check this around.
A little bit. What I'm trying to say is the line directly opposite of the degrees, that's where the degrees matters. So since 59 degrees is facing YX, is directly across from it, that's the degrees that goes with YX, or XY. Capiche?
Gosh.
All right, let's try that with the second one. Where's my clicker thing? I gotta stop doing things. All right, which side of the triangle are the same? So step 1, you gotta find the missing angle. What do you gotta do to find the missing angle? Taylor?
You gotta find the missing angle.
By doing what?
Add the number.
So you add the known, 58 plus 61, Lawrence. Sorry, what?
It is 119 or 119.
119. Close. Then what's the second thing you have to do when you're trying to find that missing angle? You add those together and you have to do what next? Braylon?
Subtract it by 180.
Right. Not subtracted by, but subtracted from 180. What would you have left over? London? 61? Let's see. Yep, that's right. 61. So Q is 61 degrees. Now, before I ask this question, or before I ask for the answer, I want you to look at the question. Which side lengths of this triangle are the same length? Remember, it's got to be two letters with a line on top. All your answers got to look like this. A, B, line on top. All right? So right now, take 30 seconds, write it down in the corner of your paper or in your notes. Which of the two side lengths are the same side? Or I'm sorry, same size, same length. Give you 30 seconds. You got to write down 4 letters and 2 lines. Which of the 2 lines are the same length of this triangle? Think back to what we talked about a little bit earlier. All right, who's got some ideas? Let's go, Sydney.
SQ,
And,
SR,
all right, who's got another one? A different one if they do? London?
QR,
QR, and
RQ,
R, no, that's the same line, huh? All right, who's got another pair? Braylon?
RS.
RS, and,
Somebody already said SQ.
yeah. But we can put that down too, because boys and girls, it doesn't matter with triangles that you're using 2 letters, which order you put them in, but you gotta keep them in mind. So technically, RS and QS are the same as the first one. Taylor?
QS and RQ.
Why are we saying the same one? Really all the same. Okay. So we got SQSR, which seems to be the most popular one we got. Because the answer is SR and SQ. Whew, good job, guys. Now, why is it SR and SQ? Why is it not R? Wait, what? Yeah, SR is J. Okay. SQ. Wow, this is confusing. I think of a good question. Oh, why is it not RQ? That's the one I was missing. Why is it not RQ? Lawrence?
Because it wouldn't be in.
Well, in a way, yes, but Sydney?
Because they're at the same.
They're not the same length because it's directly facing 58. So they're not the same. So SR is 61 because it's directly across. QS is directly across from 61. So they're the same. 58 goes towards QR. So that doesn't work. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Kind of. The angle directly across from the line goes with that line. So if you were to say QS is 58 degrees, that's wrong because 58 degrees is not directly across from it. It would be 61 degrees. All right. Let's do another example. Who can read this question for the class? Go ahead, Taylor.
In triangle JKL, JK equals KL, LJ, find the measure of angle J.
Right. So there's a lot of there. So JKL, LOL. JK equals KL. So that means that they're the same. Then also it means KL is also the same as LJ. So they're all the same. So what could you do to find all 3 sides that are exactly the same? First of all, how many degrees are inside of a triangle? Sarah?
180.
So 180. We're going to divide that by, well, how many sides are there in a triangle? Show me with your fingers. All right. We divided by 3. Take 30 seconds. I'm going to be coming back and asking you, what is your answer?
Yep, I just ran at this moment. So. Okay?
Okay. I'll call it today.
Or just put it in Google Class and hey, people, you guys need to, you know, log in and finish it. Yeah, I don't understand what's up.
Mom called me yesterday and told me.
I just printed those this
Okay.
morning. Maybe you should just finish it.
Who's got an answer? What's 180 divided by 3? Braylon? 60. Everyone agree? Good. So that means that this would be 60 degrees. This would be 60 degrees. And then this would be 60 degrees. All that would be 60 degrees. Correct. So remember, when they say 2 letters, JK equals this, that means that they're the same degrees or the same length. And since you got 3 of them in a row, all of them are going to be the same. So the measure of J is 60 because we're all 60. Moving on. Last one, and then we're going to do our exit ticket. I'm pretty sure you can figure this out. The perimeter of equilateral triangle is 2 feet. How many inches long is in each side? So it's got 2 feet. It says how many inches long is each side? Josiah?
6 feet, right? Save me, sorry.
So first we got to do is got to change the feet into inches. How many inches are in a foot? Sydney?
24 inches.
In the long run, yes, but how many inches are in a foot, Taylor? All right, and since we got 2 feet, Sydney, how much is that? 24 inches. So how many inches long is each side? So now we got to split them up into individual. So you're going to take 24 and do what with it, Lawrence?
You're gonna divide it by 3. 8. Oh,
Right, yeah. Yep. All right, any questions on that? That's a simple perimeter problem. You just gotta make sure you read the directions. It says foot to inches. Any questions? If not, put your, Braylon?
So it's not about
What?
it's not about a triangle.
No, it is. But think about it, because if it wasn't about a triangle, then we wouldn't divide by 3. If this was a quadrilateral, we would divide by 4, because that's 4 sides. Since it's a triangle, we divide by 3. So think of it like you build a military base, Braylon, and you make it into a triangle. And you say you have to walk the perimeter of this 8 inches every morning. Make sense? Okay. Very small base. I don't know why you shrunk yourself so small. Pencils to the side. Or I'm sorry, notebooks to the side. Pencils above your head. For those who are online, make sure you do the lesson 62 exit ticket. That's what they will be doing in a short second. For those who are taking the exit ticket for right now, make sure you read the top part. That will be very important for the first 6 problems. Yeah, that's really not have anything to do with our lesson. Make sure you read the top part. You know how angles work? We didn't get to the last example today, but I think you'll survive. get ready, get set, go. You have 7 minutes. So virtual people, work on your lesson 62 exit ticket. And if you're at home, you can work on your assignment, lesson 62. And if you're sick, you can wait until your exit ticket when you get back. If you have any questions, post them now. Otherwise, you're good to go.